So it's pretty interesting whenever someone asks us what we're doing and we tell them that we are on the road with our family of 7 with all of the animals and the lizard, we get some pretty funny looks. So before doTERRA, Bryant trimmed cow hooves, and so our house always had the smell of cow and hoof chips everywhere, and he'd get up super early in the morning, and oftentimes the family wasn't awake whenever he'd get up to go to work.
You know, time with the family was very hard to come by, very hard to come by. You know, so I'd get home from work and there was always activities in the evenings that we had to get to, and there was almost zero downtime to just be.
There was times where I was pregnant and I was getting ready to go into labor, and I wouldn't know if he'd make it back in time from his job. When we got married, he was 21 years old and his goal was to retire at the age of 25.
But I realized, and it was hard to realize, that it was not the type of income that I was looking for. At the end of the day, when I let the last cow out of my equipment, that's when the money stopped coming in. And it didn't come in again until the next morning, where I let the first cow into my equipment. I realized that I couldn't accomplish my life vision with that kind of income.
So I was invited to a class by one of my friends, and I tried to get out of it. And she called me. I said, "I'm not going to make it. I have the kids. I'm running late." And she said, "No, Brianna, you're coming." So I came, and that's when I had my first class, and I loved what I heard. So we enrolled, and we were using the oils for our family and loving it. And I started having people ask me what I would do, or they'd post something on Facebook, and I decided to reach out because I knew that I had something that could help them. So we started reaching out and helping other people. But it wasn't until Bryant and I both decided that we wanted this to replace our income that we really started taking off. It was because we wanted to do it together, and we knew that if we were going to get there or get to where we wanted to be fast enough, it had to be both of us all in at the same time.
And so I got involved in all aspects. You know, I had my own contact list. I was reaching out to my friends and making new friends and expanding my network. And I was teaching, and I was enrolling right along with my wife. And the reason we do it that way is because, you know, I thought to myself, well, maybe I could just be the mentor, and I could mentor people through their problems, and that would be comfortable for me, and that would be okay. But I quickly realized that if I was going to mentor somebody how to do a more effective close on a class, and I'm not teaching classes and closing on the class, how am I supposed to help them to know how to do it better?
Our drive for doTERRA now that we have Bryant home is being able to show our kids how to serve other people and being able to help our organization.
All of us, before we have kids, we have this vision of what it should look like, of how we're going to have all this quality time, we're going to be best friends with our kids and get to know them and be a big impact on their lives. And then we have kids and we get kind of lost in life sometimes, and we have a business or we have a job and we get committed to that, our education, and we lose track of our original goal and vision of what being a dad and what being a mom should be like. And we've reclaimed that now. We have reclaimed what that original vision was, to be a parent.
So Joseph, our oldest, when he was younger, Bryant was working, and so I taught him how to ride a bike. And so our next two in line, they didn't know how to ride a bike. And last summer when Bryant retired, I looked out the window in the RV when we were in Wyoming, and I saw Bryant teaching our 2 kids to ride their bikes. And I just became so overwhelmed with joy because we'd not had that opportunity before. He was always gone. There was always so much stress involved with it, and to see us be able to have the time with our family that we'd been wanting, that we worked so hard for, it made everything worth it. All the time that we'd spent away really buckling down to build our business so that he could retire, it made every minute worth it.